We're in Buenos Aires, Argentina. Thanks for dropping by. This is Mandy and Anthony's Travels. And we're on our way to
the cemetery.
Right now I've lost Mandy. So just found the mausoleum of Evita. It's down quite a narrow little side street, probably not the right word. It's quite difficult for people to get down there, so I'd recommend that you either get here early or later towards the end of the day. We think that one of Mandy's relatives, or two of Mandy's relatives, are here. Just been to the office where they've got all of the names and everything written down, handwritten. Chances are we'll never find it, and we're just wandering around now, but we won't ever find it. It's quite an old cemetery as well, and just behind me that's a bit that's obviously fallen down.
We've come into like an American style diner just for a little snack and a cool off.
So we just tried to buy a ticket or a couple of tickets in the metro and the tube. There's a couple of places we wanted to go. First of all, the guy there, not his fault, but he doesn't speak English, we don't speak Spanish, so that was a little bit of a problem. We managed using Google Translate to tell him what we wanted to do, which was fine. We could get a ticket for 90 pesos. However, they didn't take a credit card, so we couldn't buy one anyway, so now we're going to have to look everywhere. Oh well. So we're in a place called Palermo, and we've stumbled really across this place which is called the Eco Park. There's camels and there's flamingos and there's
llama. Don't know what those great big guinea pigs, the biggest rodents in the world apparently. They're like, when they're sat down they look like guinea pigs, but then they've got quite long legs.
We'll put down here somewhere exactly what they were called, but they're rodent things.
So we went online and booked an Uber, and about 4 minutes later turned up, paid online, which is brilliant because we haven't got any money.
And this is Fabio, our driver. Hello! Okay, so that was one hell of a journey. He obviously took a couple of wrong turns. But we got here and wow, what a trip. And the people are very nice here. Say hi.
Where are you from?
England. Ha, good man.
Welcome, my friend.
Yes. So they are very friendly here, as you can see. So we didn't bring our camera on this little walk because we thought we wouldn't. But then we found this place with that amazing view. Look at that.
So we've just walked along, all the way along here for 1 hour.
Yeah, just over.
Really nice nature walk. We've seen some turtles, we've seen lots of lovely birds, and now we're walking back along the other side. There's loads of tables and chairs everywhere, lots of eating places, lots of drinking places, and some incredibly interesting vehicles.
And it's starting to get a bit sticky now as well, isn't it?
It's lovely and cloudy though.
Yeah. So we've been here for about 2 days, and that's nowhere near long enough for a city like this. The place is a long way to come, 17 hours I think it was to travel to get here, and we had a few problems at the airport. But when you get there and you drive in a taxi or an Uber or whatever from the airport to the city, is the amount of poverty that there is. I mean, there is miles and miles and miles of really run-down buildings, some of them which were obviously back in the day really, really impressive buildings, but they're just not now. But the city itself is lovely. We're here in February, the end of February 2020, so it is still high summer here. English is probably a little bit of a problem here. There's not as many people that speak English as other cities that we've been to, but then it's their city, and why should they speak English? Let's face it, we should really try and speak their language. We are only here for 2 days, so we thought we would try not to bring any money, and that's had a few problems. Most places take credit cards, a couple take Apple Pay, but cash for transport, for the local transport, for the buses and the metro, don't just turn up and think you can buy a ticket without cash. Probably with cash you can, but we only had credit cards and they just wouldn't take them. Yesterday we walked 7 or 8 miles yesterday. Speaking to an American who had only just arrived in the city, he suggested Uber. Got the app, paid for it, came and picked us up. Brilliant. We also travelled in the local taxis, so the blue and yellow taxis. Nothing wrong with those at all, absolutely fine. They took the credit card. Is there enough to see? I think there is, if you're into Evita. So in the film Evita, which I'm sure most of you have seen if you're of a certain age, that there is the Castle Rosaria. So that is where Evita and General Perón stood and spoke to a crowd of about 200 to 350,000 people who were all stood here. Safety, that's another question that people ask about. Is it safe to go there as Europeans? Is it safe to come to a place like this? I think the answer is yes. I've not felt intimidated. I've not felt in danger in any way, shape or form. People are really friendly. You saw the guy in La Boca yesterday saying hello and welcome to La Boca, and that's generally what we found. La Boca, I'm really not sure that you'd want to stay there after dark. There were parts of that you would feel intimidated, I think, so don't go there after dark. Go there during the day when it's nice and bright and sunny. The colours, the buildings, amazing. Do not go there after dark though, on your own. So would we recommend Buenos Aires?
Yes.
Yes.